All right, so this is trial day 11 in Donald Trump's election interference case, the 2016 election interference case, and things just got interesting. Not that David Pecker wasn't interesting or Keith Davidson, but today was Hope Hicks. So, since we're getting closer into the campaign, she was a big part of his campaign. That is really damning right there. I mean, not that those two weren't, but this to me is even more delicious because she knew exactly what he was doing to try to win the election. So, let's just get right to the article. Former White House official and Donald Trump advisor Hope Hicks took the stand Friday at the former president's hush money trial and recounted how his 2016 campaign became embroiled in a political firestorm over a recording in which he boasted about grabbing women without their permission. And I heard Hope Hicks saying, this is not good for the campaign. And I'm just like, you are a woman. That is not good for you. You are an attractive woman. I mean, maybe she lucked out and she wasn't actually Trump's type. But, yeah, to hear that should worry me as a woman, not just as a campaign advisor. Anyway. Hicks, once one of Trump's closest confidants, was subpoenaed by prosecutors who are trying to show that the uproar over the infamous leaked Access Hollywood tape hastened Trump's then lawyer to pay off a porn actor to buy a negative story that could imperil his 2016 presidential bid. Hicks's testimony provided jurors with a glimpse into the chaotic fallout in the Trump campaign over the tape's release just days before a crucial debate with Democrat Hillary Clinton. Hicks described being stunned and huddled with other Trump advisors after learning about the tape's existence from a Washington Post reporter. Again, she's only concerned about the campaign, whereas as a woman, she should probably be concerned with Trump thinking it's okay to grab women and just assault them because he's rich and he can do it. I mean, granted, once upon a time, women probably were that scared to take on rich, powerful men. That's why so many of them are now super shocked that women are like, yeah, we're not taking this shit anymore. But at the same time, really? It doesn't occur to you that you shouldn't assault women? Anyway, I had a good sense to believe this was going to be a massive story and that it was going to dominate the news cycle for the next several days, Hicks testified. This was a damaging development. Well, she's not wrong there. I have to agree with her on that one. She added, this was just pulling us backwards in a way that was going to be hard to overcome. And yet overcome they did. In the aftermath of the tape's release, she asked Trump's then attorney, Michael Cohen, to chase down a rumor of another potentially damaging tape. Hicks said she wanted to be proactive in seeking out the supposed tape because she didn't want anyone to be blindsided. There ended up not being one. But since they paid off the doorman, it makes sense that they would go follow any rumor of anything that could be damaging. So, 4 days before the 2016 election, Hicks said she received a request for comment from a Wall Street Journal reporter for a forthcoming story about American Media Incorporated buying the rights to former Playboy model Karen McDougal's story that she had an affair with Trump years earlier. Trump denies the allegations. Yeah, I'm sure that she just loved that one. I'm really curious how the reporter found out about it. I'm not sure, did Karen McDougal violate her NDA and, because she was paid off to shut up. So, I don't know. I really don't remember because time has no meaning anymore. This feels like a million years ago. Hicks recalled reaching out to Jared Kushner in hopes he could use his connections to Rupert Murdoch, the owner of the Journal's parent company, to help delay the story. Of course she did. Kushner, Trump's son-in-law, told her that he likely would not be able to reach Murdoch in time, Hicks testified. Now, let me just remind people. Okay, she is testifying. She is not fighting the subpoena. She is testifying for the prosecution. And, she probably doesn't like Trump anymore. But that doesn't mean she's a good person. That doesn't mean that at all. So these people, even though they're doing the right thing for their own reasons, but they're doing the right thing, that does not absolve them of the fact that they are shitty people. Trump showed no emotion as he watched Hicks take the witness stand, where she acknowledged after stepping up to the microphone that she was really nervous. I would be too. Referring to her former boss as Mr. Trump, well, that's nice of her to be polite. She told the court she last communicated with them summer or fall of 2022. So, like I said, they're not exactly buddy-buddy anymore. And I have no problem with her being really nervous because, number one, she's basically telling everyone what a crap human being she is that she ever went along with trying to kill embarrassing stories. But also because Trump is known for witness intimidation, sending, thinking he's a mob boss and sending people to take care of people he doesn't like. So, yeah. While no longer Trump's inner circle, Hicks spoke about the former president in glowing terms as the prosecutor began questioning her about her background. Seriously? Hicks complimented Trump multiple times in the first few minutes of her testimony, describing him as a very good multitasker, a very hard worker. And with that, she helped bury Trump because, David Pecker has already testified that he's, very detail-oriented, that he's on the verge of being a micromanager, and now she's saying that he's a very hard worker, a multitasker. And the defense is trying to picture him as this aloof buffoon who has no idea what's going on around him. And just, throwing money at whatever whenever somebody says they need it. So, yeah. This doesn't help him. Prosecutors have spent the week using detailed testimony about meetings, email exchanges, business transactions, and bank accounts to build on the foundation of their case, accusing Trump of a scheme to illegally influence the election. They are setting the stage for pivotal testimony from Cohen, who paid Daniels $130,000 for his silence before he went to prison for the hush money scheme. Oh, one more thing. Trump and his team are going after Michael Cohen, saying how much he hates Trump, he's obsessed with Trump. The fact that Hope Hicks is still complimenting him shows that, she's not out to get Trump. She has no animus towards Trump. So that makes it harder for anyone to say that, oh, she's just attacking Trump because she hates him. No, you don't normally give compliments to people you hate. Trump's defense has worked to poke holes in the credibility of prosecution witnesses and to show that Trump was trying to protect his reputation and family, not his campaign, by keeping the women quiet. The defense also suggested, while questioning an attorney who represented two women in hush money negotiations, that Trump was, in effect, the victim of extortion. Okay. Trump has denied the claims of extramarital sexual encounters. Alrighty. Hicks's proximity to Trump over the years has made her a figure of interest to congressional and criminal investigators alike, who have sought her testimony on multiple occasions on topics ranging from Russian election interference to Trump's election loss and the subsequent January 6, 2021 riot at the U.S. Capitol. Her testimony came a day after prosecutors played a recording of a meeting between Trump and Cohen shortly before the 2016 election, in which they discussed a plan to pay off ex-Playboy model who claimed to have an affair with Trump. Right, because he was being extorted? Alright. Yes, that's how extortion works. You come up with a plan of how to pay off someone. Yeah. Cohen is heard telling Trump about a plan to purchase the rights to former Playboy model Karen McDougal's story from the National Enquirer so that it would never come out. The tabloid had previously bought McDougal's story to bury it on Trump's behalf. I'm confused. Does that mean that this is a separate buy-off? Or is he just relaying what the tabloid did? That is unclear to me. In the recording, Cohen revealed that he had spoken to then Trump Organization Chief Financial Officer Alan Weisselberg about how to set the whole thing up with funding. Trump can be heard responding, "What do we got to pay for this one? $150?" Trump suggested the payment be made with cash, prompting Cohen to object by repeatedly saying no. Trump then says check before the recording cuts off. Again, this is not the recording of someone who's being extorted. I mean, if he's being extorted, he would be talking to his lawyer about how to deal with the extortion, not how to shut her up. Okay. Trump is charged with 34 counts of falsifying internal Trump Organization business records. The charges stem from paperwork, such as invoices and checks, that were deemed legal expenses in Trump Organization records. Prosecutors say they were really reimbursements to Cohen for the $130,000 hush money payments to Daniels. And that is the end of that article. I don't know if she's going to be taking the stand on Monday or if they're going to continue on with other witnesses. I mean, she wasn't cross-examined, so I assume that she's going to be taking the stand on Monday again. So with that, that is all I have for this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.